Well, I'm about to go play paintball for the first time, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity for a lesson. I've heard about it, I've seen it, I've talked to people who have done it, so I think I know what it's about. But a lot of times it's like that in the world when you go off into your own business and you never owned a business before, or maybe you're getting into investing and you read a book or went to a seminar or a conference on either investing in real estate or the stock market or options or something, but you haven't actually done it. You've read the stuff and educated yourself, and you think you know what it's about, but you haven't done it. So there's a big difference between thinking you know what it's about because you've read it or seen about it and studied it, and then actually going out and doing it. So I'll get back to you after I've played, and we'll see if it's what I thought. Well, I made it back from paintball and I survived. I had a great time. It really was a blast. I learned a lot out there, and it's definitely different from what you think it's going to be and what you see on TV and everything, and actually getting out there doing it, which definitely relates to business and investing. One of the first things was, I was told wear extra padding, wear padded clothes because it's going to hurt when you get shot. So I made sure I did that, and I got out there, and all these guys had all their paintball gear and all their, paintball uniforms and all their equipment and vests and all this stuff. And I started getting a little nervous, which is typical for any kind of new endeavor for, starting your own business, or, whether you're going into some new investments or something. Any time that you're learning something new is definitely typical to be nervous, and you have to push through that nervousness or fear so that you can reap the rewards down the road. One of the other things was, like I said, I saw these guys with all this stuff, and then I saw some of the things for sale in the little store, and I saw one of the things was gloves. I was like, well, who needs gloves for paintball? Well, I got out there, and one of the first things that happened is I got shot in the hand. Oh my gosh, it hurt so bad. My hand was all busted up, and it's actually bleeding and swollen, and it was bad. It really hurt. So I went and bought some gloves right after that. And a lot of times we look at it like, well, I invested in my education. I went to school or whatever. I went to the seminar. I learned from the books, the audio program, whatever it was I bought. I don't need to invest in anything else. Well, sometimes you learn that you do. So other tools will help it be easier on you along the way. One of the other things was, it's not always exactly what you expect, and there may be other things that you need to learn along the way that you only find out through the process. So, one of those things was I didn't know that you really had to be in pretty good shape or decent shape to play paintball. Of course, my first time, sometimes we can jump in a little too fast and kind of overdo it or get a little reckless with, I've had some clients do that with their investments and stuff, and I said, hey, hold up, you're being reckless here, kind of chill out. Well, this was my first time to ever play paintball. I'm not real, I don't do a lot of cardio workout. I don't work out my legs a lot. I really was not in shape to do what I did. We went out there and played for like 2.5 or 3 hours, and man, my legs are so sore now. I can hardly walk. When I've been walking around, I look like I got cerebral palsy or something. I look bad. I'm sore. It hurts. And not necessarily from being shot up. It's just from running around and crouching down and stuff, and the toll it takes on your body. So sometimes there's things that we learn only through the process of doing it, and it's stuff that's not shared in a course that we take or a seminar we go to or books that we read or whatever. We have to learn that on our own. One of the other things was find a mentor, find somebody that you can follow who knows what they're doing, who's very good at it, and that you can learn from. We found the guy, we were like, okay, who's the best guy out here? I want to be on his team. And I can learn from him, plus, he'll probably protect me, and we'll probably win. So that's one of the things you want to find when you're going into business or investing, is some sort of a mentor that you can follow. Another thing is putting together a good team. We wanted to find not just this one guy who is the best, but who are some other guys who are really good, and we can work together, because a good team is very important. I have a team of people that I come together with and I meet with regularly, people who are not even part of my company sometimes, or even part of my investments, but sometimes we'll come together, we'll do deals together, and sometimes all we do is share ideas and help one another out, and just we all have knowledge about certain areas, and we share that with one another when somebody needs knowledge on that specific area. So like on any investments, I know who to go to on any specific sector, because if there's something going on in a biotech or a pharmaceutical area, I've got a friend who's basically like a scientist, and I can just go to him and say, hey, what's going on here? What do you think about this? Get back to me. I'll take his information, I'll evaluate it, and then I can make a decision. I've got people I can ask about what's going on in oil and gas, or what's happening in technology. And we can bounce ideas off one another, and we help each other. So have a good team. Also have a strategy. You don't just, in paintball, you don't just say, all right, everybody go, take off running and shooting and hope you don't get shot. Most of the time, if you're going to win, you want to have some sort of a plan and a strategy to work with. You communicate with your team members, and you try to stick to the strategy. Well, in business or investing, you also need a strategy. You want a strategy for how you're going to get into a deal, and if it doesn't fall within those parameters, you walk away. And then once you're in a deal, how do you get out of it? What's your exit strategy? Whether you want to remove yourself from the deal, whether you want to sell it, whatever you happen to want to do with it, what is your exit strategy? So you need all of those in place. And I guess that's about it for this lesson. Sometimes, anytime you go into something new, you're going to be nervous, so just fight through it. Don't worry about it and keep going. Sometimes you need to invest in extra education or extra tools that'll make it easier for you. You're going to find out along the way, and you're going to learn only from actually taking action and being involved in the deal. Some other things that you did not know that you're going to need to know. So like my deal with my legs, I didn't realize that you had to be in that kind of shape. Well, that only comes from actually getting out there doing it. There's things you're going to learn from getting out there doing it, and you're not going to get it anywhere else. So get busy. Find a mentor. Find somebody you can follow who's been there, done that, and you can learn from them. Put together a team. Have people you can go to, share ideas, information. Maybe they're part of your company or part of your investment deals. Maybe they're not. But have people you can go to and you can share ideas with, and that you can benefit one another. And have a strategy. How are you going to get into a deal? How are you going to get out of it? And stick to those, and you should be good to go. So I hope that was a beneficial lesson, and I'm going to go try to relax and see if I can work out this soreness in my legs, and we'll talk to you again soon. I'll see you.